fireside chat, historical perspectives on hunting with hounds in the Chagrin Valley. Quite a mouthful, but a pretty exciting thing. My name is Laura Mock, and I am the master of the foxhounds and of the beagles here at the Hunt Club. Our featured speaker, Bill Downie, has been hunting with hounds. In and around the Chagrin Valley for 83 years. 83 years, can you even believe it? We definitely have a local treasure among us this evening. I know you're going to enjoy Bill's photos and comments, but just to create a little background, we're going to give you the Cliff Notes version of the start of the hunt. So the father of our country, George Washington, was an avid fox hunter, and he kept his own pack of hounds. By the mid-1800s, there was a number of hunting packs in northeastern Ohio. In 1897, Clevelander Jacob Perkins, now a lot of these names you're going to recognize as Old Cleveland. Jacob Perkins caught the fox hunting bug and charmed 73 of his closest friends into coughing up $10 apiece, and he started the Cleveland Hunt. And they were a drag hunt in Cleveland Heights and Shaker Heights. The spectators used to line up on Lawrenceville Center Road to watch the hunt go screaming by. So can you imagine being in Shaker Heights and listening to the cry of the hounds and the galloping horses go screaming by you? I mean, in Shaker.
Like by Heinens?
Yeah, by Lawrenceville Center Road. I mean, come on. So some gentlemen who enjoyed riding to the Tavern Club, another old Cleveland thing, spoke about hunting in the area. Charles Otis joked that the group was welcome to hunt behind his pack of beagles. So they met at the Otis farm in Wade Hill, and they tried to drag hunt with Charles Otis's beagles. But the beagles, being trained to hunt live rabbits and not a drag line, turned their little beagle noses up at this and didn't go anywhere. But the seed was planted in 1908. The Chagrin Valley Hunt was organized with Windsor T. White as the first master. The first meet was held in Kirtland at the watering trough across from the Mormon church. And in order to have a home for the hunt, the Maple Leaf Inn in Gates Mills was purchased the following year in 1909. And the Maple Leaf Inn is the very same club that you're sitting in tonight, minus a fire or two. One of the riders in the early years of the Chagrin Valley Hunt was Horatio Ford, and he had been a first-rate cavalry horseman and was heavily involved in the mounted hunt in its very early years. And during the Depression, in order to keep hunting going, Horatio organized a beagle pack, which ended up becoming the Whitford Beagles. And our speaker, Bill Downie, was involved with the Whitford Beagles almost from the very beginning of the pack. Victoria Ford Jutton, who is Horatio's granddaughter, was supposed to be our other speaker tonight, and she, due to unforeseen circumstances, couldn't come. But we hope she is going to be able to come out and give her presentation in May, and it is a great presentation, so you won't want to miss that one either. So on to beagling and our featured speaker for tonight, Mr. Downie. As mentioned earlier, beagle packs were here in the Chagrin Valley right along with the foxhounds. In the middle of the 20th century, there were at least 5 beagle packs. There were the aforementioned Whitford Beagles, the Eddie Beagles, the Mary Beagles, Lulu Humphrey had a beagle pack, and in fact, the small white building that's at the southeast corner of Fairmountain River Road is an old beagle kennel. As mentioned earlier, oh, I already said that, didn't I? Next page. I didn't practice enough to do it by memory. So Bill Downie was right in the thick of all this. His first hunting experience was at the age of 6 with Horatio and the Whitford Beagle Pack. A natural transition occurred with his beginning a fox hunting career as well. He earned his colors with the hunt in '53 and was an honorary whipper-in for many years. But he still remained committed to the beagles. He worked his way up from a young buck of 6 to eventually carry the horn as master and huntsman of the Whitford Beagles. And he has hunted with many of the renowned packs of the National Beagle Club of America. And it seems that the appetite for hunting might be a heritable trait, as the love of hunting with hounds runs in the blood of Bill Downie. And that appetite has followed Bill to his two daughters. Up, come on. Susan and Karen. And may I introduce you to Karen Downie Dixon, who is the master and huntsman of the Chagrin Valley Beagles. She has not only followed in her father's footsteps, but she has done a fabulous job all on her own. Today, you can sit down. What? Today, the mounted fox chasing has moved from the valley east to Burton and Middlefield, but the Chagrin Valley Beagles, formed about 6 years ago, they have returned to the valley, and they are hunting the very properties and family estates that hosted hunting 100 years ago. Bill Downie was and is an integral part of the history and the tradition of the area and still participates with the Chagrin Valley Beagles. Can I iterate again? 83 years of hunting. And I'll turn this over to Bill now. He will interest and excite you with the historical events of years past, hunting with hounds in the Chagrin Valley.
Awesome.
Thank you, Laura.
Well, thank you, Laura, for the introduction, and welcome, everybody. Looks like we got a quorum, so we can probably get started here. This evening, we're going to have a, well, they say a picture paints 1,000 words. So, up there with the hounds is Horatio Ford, who was the master and huntsman of the Whispered Beagles. This is back in, geez, what, about 1938 or so.
And is that you, John?
Pardon?
Is that you? Are you the little boy?
Yeah, I was about, what, 5 or 6 years old. And what I did is I had cut a broom handle off, drilled a hole in it, put a rope through it, and I wanted to be a whipper-in, just like my father. I never did have the